Sue here from 1A Auto, and today on our 2010 Honda Fit, we're going to be removing the front bumper. If you need any parts for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1AAuto.com. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, first step, and right here in the fender well, you can feel a little indent, and that's where there is a Phillips head type of screw. So I'm going to put a screwdriver right in there, take that off. Here, I have my vehicle here up on the drive-on ramps, which we sell at 1A Auto. You don't always need a lift or have accessibility to a lift. So we'll use our jack stands or our ramp sometimes, and it works both ways. There you go. So once you take this screw out, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Identical. So now we're underneath, and we're going to undetach the front bumper cover to the undercarriage. First spot over here is we have the plastic body clips. If your vehicle's in any condition like this one is, or has seen the likes of the ground, all these clips seem to be broken. So it's not going to be surprisingly if they do break all the way around, but we have replacements. So if you're going to start this job and you think, oh, I've hit a few curbs in my life, wouldn't hurt to get prepared to get some of these clips before you get down here. And we actually sell these clips in an assortment. I do believe it's for under $27. You get a whole assortment for your make and model. So you could get a whole assortment for a Honda or whatever car you're kind of working on. That one's really bad. It's clipped, it's broken completely off. And they're identical spots on this side. See the notches are cut out? I'm going to use my body clip tool. I squeeze it in there, pull down the cover part, and then the center piece comes right out. And one more over here by the front tire. You can use a flathead screwdriver, which I'll probably switch to. I got it. Then we have all these Phillips screw heads going all the way over. So when the center pin breaks, I pop it up in, because I'm going to be replacing it anyways. And then I just grab it, pull that out. That's going to get replaced. Actually, all of them are. So now with my Phillips screwdriver, I'm going to disconnect all these going straight across. Looks like there's 4 of them. Set those aside. Now we can go back up to the top. Now we're up on the top here, and we're going to take off this top cover. And as you can see, there's 4, 6, 7, 8 pins. So I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to pry underneath and just pop that right up. Just like that. Do that to all 8 of them. Once I have all 8 popped up, I just grab the actual cover and pull out. Just grab them, wiggle them, pull straight up. Now we can grab this cover. You got to move it past that latch and get that out of the way. Now with the top fasteners and the underneath fasteners and your Phillips screw from the fender well, you're going to grab the outer edge here, and in here there are little finger clips like. So you're going to grab firm and pull, just like that. You're going to do the same to the other side. So with a body tool, because it's plastic, you'll see these clips in here. There's 3 of them underneath the headlight. So you're going to pry in there and pull out. I'll show you on the other side. There's 3 more. So grab the fender part here, pull on it, and you'll see that little tab. You'll lift up on that tab. Found a wrench. Not mine. So now I broke that side free, the passenger side. I'm just going to grab the driver's side and give it a good tug. And now we have the fog light connectors. We can get to them a lot easier. You'll see there's a black clip here. Push down that clip and then push down on the wiring harness. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Now we're ready to put the bumper cover on. Basically, I'm going to hold it as close as I can, and I'm going to connect those fog light connectors again. As you can see, I got rid of most of the leaves, did the fall cleanup. Now the key here is to make sure you get the bottom cover lined up properly. And I like to do one right in the center. Try to get it centered, and then I'll go from the side and I'll work my way over. Once you get it lined up, you're just gonna give it a good This is where I use the body tools if I need to. There we go. As you can see, my bumper is a bit scratched up. If I had a bumper that wasn't already kind of beat, I would definitely take like painter's tape. You can get it at any hardware store or paint store, and I would just trim it along the line here, knowing that I have to put a body tool in there or I'm going to be using my hand after. Just a little precaution to keep it nice and clean. Now we're going to put the centerpiece on in the top here. Just line it up with the latch the way it goes. Kind of falls right into place. Now see this lip here? We're just going to lift it up in the back and slide it under. There we go, nice and smooth. Put all 8 pins back in. Basically, once the centerpiece is pushed up, these little fingers will close in. They fit right into the groove, make it flush, and then push it down. That's easy. Push the last one down, and we're ready to go down below. So I like to put the screw parts in first. I work my way from the center out, and I see what I see going on here. So, this bumper cover, pay attention to this from the top. I was working by myself. 2 people at this point would have been nice, but it can be done. Just make sure you put the bumper cover under the underskirt, the actual splash shield, I mean. There we go. Now we can put the 4 screws in. I'm going to put those in first before I put the plastic push pins, so that way I know that I've got the threaded clips lined up. It's easier to move it, manipulate it around. I'm going to put my plastic clips in. I did have some of the Honda clips from an assortment. One in the center. And don't be afraid to grab the bumper cover and shake it around so you get that centered in the steel, and then push the clip up. last screw, and then we can put our last two plastic push pins in. Got one right here. See the broken one still popping through. Sometimes when they're like that, I just use my butt of the screwdriver, and then last one was out here. Make sure that's gone through. Snap it in. And we're gonna put the screw in the fender well, line it up. And there's an identical one on the other side.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com, your place for DIY auto repairs, for great parts, great service, and more content.